Yeah. So what we had discussed, so regarding the HTML, so what is the use of HTML? So 1 second. So actually, just I will discuss regarding the syllabus. So I double it. So we will cover the complete front-end development side. Okay, we will cover complete front-end, and in front-end we will cover the syllabus like HTML, then CSS. In CSS itself, we will cover SASS, and here itself we will cover Bootstrap. So this three things. After that, JavaScript. Not this is Java, this is JavaScript. How to take care. Then we will cover Angular. Okay. And after that, if we will get some time, we will try to cover Node.js also. We will get through the overview of Node.js and how it is working, and what is backend, what is frontend, these all things. But here is the terms and condition. Like if we will get the time, that is the case. And here itself, so in Angular, we will cover one more thing. ANGULAR, Angular, MATERIAL, material. And during Angular itself, we will cover TypeScript. Anyone know like Angular? Then in Angular, we are writing TypeScript, not the JavaScript. But TypeScript is nothing. It is similar to JavaScript. Means you can tell 99% is JavaScript itself. Just 1% that is TypeScript itself. Remaining all. So it will not take much time actually in the case of the TypeScript. So in Angular, we will cover Angular material. It is for the designing purposes, as like a CSS. And here itself, I will cover one more framework. So that is PrimeNG. PrimeNG and one more framework I will discuss. It will not take much time. That is a grid. What is that name? I forget the name. Just 1 second. Age grid, yeah. Yeah, right. Spelling. Yeah, this one. Age grid. Okay. So these all things I will try to cover. So duration wise, if I discuss HTML, it will take hardly 7 days, not much more. In the CSS, it will take hardly, you can tell 15 to 20 days. 15 days. SASS, it will take just 2 days. Bootstrap, it will take 5 days, around 5 days. But it will not go more. In 5 days, we will try to cover. JavaScript, it will take 2 months, not less than that. Maybe it will go more, but it will not go more. In 2 months, we will cover a lot of things. Then Angular, it will take 1 month. It will depend on how much you are capturing. That is the thing. Everything is depending on your capability. Then Angular material, just one class, 1 day. Then PrimeNG, maybe it will go 1 or 2 days. It will not take much time. Then Edge Grid, same you can tell, just 1 or 2 days. In 2 days. TypeScript, it will go around 5 days. Node.js, let it be. This much means according to syllabus and according to where I teaching, so it will take according this much time. So most of the time we will spend on the JavaScript because this is the main thing. If you know JavaScript, then see the benefit. Just JavaScript, you can enter into the job role of JavaScript developer. Okay. After that, you can enter into the job role of Angular developer because in Angular we are writing JavaScript code itself. Second, then you can enter into React. Then you can enter into Vue.js. These three fields. Just with the help of the JavaScript. After that, if you want, you can enter into the Node.js developer also. So it is in the backend. Because in Node.js, whatever code we are writing, that is complete JavaScript. Okay. So that is the benefit of JavaScript. So we will spend a lot of time on JavaScript. Second thing, when you will attend the interview for Angular or React or Vue.js, anything, most of the time interviewer will ask most of the questions from the JavaScript, not the Angular. If they asking, suppose 15 questions, so out of 15, 10 question will be from the JS and 5 question you can tell means, yeah, 5 question it will be come from the Angular part. And in that itself, like 2-3 question, hardly in HTML, according to me, hardly it will be 3 questions. Those topic we had not covered still, but hardly interview purpose 3 questions. In CSS, around I can tell 5 to 7 questions, around 9 questions you can give. CSS means in complete syllabus, not the topic wise, I tell you. Means if anyone will ask from HTML, hardly it will be a high level question, that will be 3 questions. CSS, 9 to 10 questions. Okay. In Angular, JavaScript, it's like ocean. There are too much questions. That is the thing. Anyone want to take the screenshot or anything, you can take. Okay, see that. Anyone have doubt anything, then you can ask. Today, Renuka, anything if you want to discuss, then you can. Is it okay?
No, but it's clear.
Okay, fine. Let's proceed to the next. So this is the thing. Now let's say come to the HTML, CSS, whatever we had written here. But one thing I will guarantee regarding after learning this much thing, if you're trying to attend interview of at least a level of 2 years, means you can put like 3 years as well. 3 years, you will be able to clear the interview. This is my challenge. You can attend the interview till 3 years of experience after learning this thing. And you will be able to clear at least if they asking 15 questions, out of 15, 13 questions you will be able to clear. You will be able to answer. Okay, so this is the thing. Now come to some of the things like HTML. What is the use case of HTML? There is in window. Dipanjali, if you also getting any doubt, then you can ask. Don't think that I explaining to those only. So suppose HTML. What is the use of HTML? Sudhir, what is the use of HTML? Any idea?
हाँ भैया, ये HTML एक मार्कअप लैंग्वेज है जिससे हम लोग मतलब क्रिएट और डिजाइन करते हैं वेब पेजेस.
Okay, Renuka, you have any idea?
Yeah, but I know that we can create web pages.
Okay.
By using HTML.
Okay, so actually HTML is just for. Okay, Dipanjali, what is the use?
Sir, HTML is used to create the structure of website.
Okay, so see, HTML will just take part in the content side. Okay, we can tell just in the content. If not, means like we can tell a structure. That's fine. Just write that also. A structure or content. It will not create that design. Forget regarding the design. Suppose you go to the website, any of the website. Suppose this website itself. So here you can see some colors are there. Then here you can, this part you can see the animation is going on. Okay. Okay, this is a stock market. Okay. So here you can see that design is going on. After that, some movable text is there. So these all things like designing a box type is there. Then these all designing part. It's not the part of the HTML. Yes. Okay. Just content. Just remove the CSS means all the things and black and white. That will be your HTML. Okay. And so this is just for content and a structure creating. let's move to the CSS. So what is the use of CSS? For the designing purpose. Designing in the sense or layout we can tell. Okay, create here itself layout. What is the means of layout? You can see here. This website is right now we can see this website having two sections. One, this content is available. In the another, this stroke graph is there. Okay, so like this, you can see the layout. It's divided into two parts. Come down. You can see here. One section is means say in the middle. We have one more section. Okay, then you can see here. You have one more section that is used by 90% of the Fortune 500. These all. So this is another layout. Now come to here. You have three layout. Okay, so these all layout, then coloring part, then designing. If you can see the circle, so circular shape of image. So these are all things. Whatever you can see the attractive part or designing, these all will come from the CSS. Clear? So CSS itself. Next is JavaScript. So JavaScript, it will perform the functionality. Functionality means if suppose you can see here, the price is increasing or decreasing. Then you can see percentage by. Then color you can see. These all things you can perform with the help of the JavaScript. Like suppose some functionality, if I will click somewhere, yeah, we can click. So when you clicked here, it gone to open some pages. So that click functionality is coming from the JavaScript. Okay. Or suppose something is there. Suppose this is a graph. So whatever click function, you can see here some animation is going on. So like these all functionalities are coming from the JavaScript. Okay. So you can write just. See, no one will ask these all things in the interview or anywhere, but this have to know. Then only when you will work, you can find out that which section having the issue. Suppose that here there is one issue in the button, okay, like functionality wise, and we will debug our code in the HTML. That is the wrong place because this button is the part of the JavaScript. It means we have to debug the code in the JavaScript side. Clear? That's why we have to basic understanding. Then we had written here there Bootstrap. What is the use of Bootstrap? So it is for same as the similar to, we can tell similar to CSS. MyLAR, similar to CSS. Means whatever code we writing in the CSS, suppose CSS is going to write 5 lines of code. Okay, 5 lines of code. Same functionality means not same, but similar we can tell. Bootstrap is performing in 1 line of code. It means actually the code is already written somewhere. Okay, just we have to import and use it. If you worked in any of the project, then always you will see their class name, and inside the class, like this type you will see, and inside the class, maybe you can find like empty-5 like this type something, or you can tell color name PRIMARY primary like this type. So these all are the class of the Bootstrap. What is class? Right now we have not discussed anything. So just for understanding how the Bootstrap is working, that we are discussing. So this line of code going to perform some task, and that code is written somewhere, but we don't know what is the functionality, means where that code is written, but we know the functionality by it. Okay, so it's going to Bootstrap will reduce the efforts of writing the code. That is it. Next, we had written in the syllabus PrimeNG and age grid. When you will attend the interview, and if you told in the interview that you know PrimeNG and age grid, it's going to impact your resume too much, because this is the framework. Most of the companies want the experienced person with this framework. Means at least you have to know how to use it. So that is the thing. These both are similar to Bootstrap, we can tell. similar to Bootstrap. Okay, means similar to Bootstrap in the sense the line of code, designing, these all. In the case of the Bootstrap, PrimeNG and EdgeGrid, you will get the inbuilt design. Means many design will be already available. Just you have to write some line of code, design will be ready. You not have to put more efforts. Okay, so these all be using here for the designing purpose. Then here be written SASS. What is the use of SASS? Anyone know? Any idea? Okay. So SASS. Suppose that in JavaScript, if you know JavaScript or any of the programming language, so what we are doing, suppose that there are 10 students. So for each student, you have records and that data you have to show on UI or somewhere. So what you will do? Will you write the code for each students in your backend or in frontend? Suppose that username is like Ramu. Okay. Then we have another user Mohan. Then we have another user Sohan. So will you write the code for each 3 students? Is it possible? Suppose that this is 3 students. So no, we will never do this thing because tomorrow maybe the new user will come. So what we are doing mostly, we are taking one variable, correct? We are making one variable and we assigning the value, suppose name, and we are writing the dynamic code. Means any number of user, any user, whatever will come, it will work. So then we are applying for loop, if condition, whatever is required as per the requirement. So that we are doing. So same thing. So what happened? Here line of code got reduced because we use the for loop. So same thing here, CSS. So in CSS, suppose that you had written some design code and same design code we want to use in another page. Suppose this is one page, this is another page. And here, suppose that you writing a border design. Okay. And here we written border design. And same border design we want here also. What we will do? Same design. What we will do? We will again, whatever line of code we had written here, we have to rewrite the code. Correct? Same code, what we written on the top border design. So above page, same code we have to rewrite here. So actually, what going to happen? The line of code going to increase because suppose this design is taking 5 lines of code. This design will take 5 lines of code. The code size become 10 lines. Means file size will increase. I will show you that how file size going to increase. So 5 and 5, 10 line of code. So never try to make like this. Maybe you will listen one word. Dry code. Okay. What is the means of dry code? Never try to repeat the line of code. Always try to write some. If there is a repetition of code, try to make it dynamic. Means try to reduce the length of the code. That is known as the dry code. Maybe you will listen somewhere on YouTube or somewhere this word actually. So dry code in the sense we have to try to reuse our code. We not try to repeat the same line of code. Okay, because due to the line of code, even when you writing any comments, that also your file size will increase. So that is the thing. So in the case of the SASS, what it going to do, it will increase. Yeah. So whatever line of code we had written, 5 line here and 5 line here, we can reuse the same line of code. Means it will provide the functionality of reusability. Got the benefit? Means 5 and 5, 10 line of code. If we be writing the CSS in SASS, we will write just 5 line code and we will import it. We will use on this page also and we will use on this page also. Means our line of code going to decrease. That is the major benefit of the SASS. Clear? So for studying these all things, which is the basic? Basic is the CSS. Main thing is the CSS. If you know CSS, then you can write the SASS, or you can work on the Bootstrap, PrimeNG, GridNG, EdgeGrid, whatever is there. Clear? This is the thing. Then we had JavaScript. JavaScript for the functionality wise, that already we discussed. Then one thing we had discussed here, TypeScript. So TypeScript is nothing. It's like a superset of JavaScript. Whatever code we writing in the JavaScript, same line of code we will write in the TypeScript, but TypeScript will provide some additional features, some upgraded version. Means some functionality which is not available in JavaScript that we getting in the TypeScript. When we will study these all things, that time we will analyze. Any doubt or anything, then tell me. I discussed all the things. I think that EdgeGrid, Angular material. This is also for the designing purpose. So these are all things actually. Angular material, PrimeNG, these all things are for the designing purpose only. Then Bootstrap, CSS, yeah. And now come to the Node.js. Any doubt in here? Maybe there is one website, okay, and in this website there is one forms, and form having some of the fields like name field, name, password, and submit button. Three things are there. Means two fields and one button. Now, when you will click the submit, what is happening? It will save your data somewhere, correct? So where it will save? So where it will save the data?
In that, we write the logic in TS file.
Okay, so where it's saving the data? In database.
Yes, data.
The data will save in the database. The thing is now, the data is going to the database. That's fine. But till the front end, because right now we are discussing just for front end. This is the front end application. And front end means front end in the sense either just website with the help of JavaScript or Angular application. Okay, Angular application or React application or Vue.js application. These three things are comes under the front end. When you are attending interview for the front end, Angular, React, Vue, these three things will be. Okay, so this thing means application, some application designed with just plain JavaScript or either Angular or Vue or React. So when you will save, database going to take those values. But now the problem is that front end is not capable to save your data directly into database. Means यहाँ जो भी वैल्यू रहेगा वो आपका डेटाबेस में सेव नहीं होगा फ्रंट एंड के हेल्प से. तो इसके लिए क्या चाहिए? फॉर दिस वी हैव टू गो फॉर द बैकएंड. And this is your backend. So this is not the step. This step is not going to work. So what will happen? So first the data will move to backend. Okay, and after this data will move to this part. Got it? So this is the thing. Like this type, our data is processing. Means first data will take from the front end, it will go into backend, then it will go to the database. And if you want something again revert back, then it will flow in the same direction. So first database base will give to the backend and backend will give to the front end, like this process. Means this way one cycle will complete. So in the case of the backend, what are the technologies we have? Anyone have idea? Backend technology. If you know anything, please try to get. So Node.js, okay. Node.js is backend language, and it will take, it have the capability, and backend language is also known as another name, server side language. Means most of the time, maybe you will listen backend or server side. Just keep this word in the mind. So server side. In this means server side language having the facility, having the functionality, you can tell, like to connect to the backend. Means backend language only have the capacity to connect with the database. Okay. So like here we can tell Node.js, one language. Then we have Java. Then we have Python. Then we have .NET. Per language, you know, like this type. This language only have the facility to connect with the database. Node.js, Java, Python, .NET. Any more? I have no idea. Maybe some more language will be there, like a Golang, and then these all multiple things are there. But one benefit of JavaScript, why JavaScript is popular nowadays in the market too much? Because JavaScript is going to perform the front end side and JavaScript is going to perform in the back end with the help of Node.js. Means if you know one language, this both side you can able to work. And next database. So what are the database? Name of the database? Can anyone tell? Database side. So that is MySQL, MySQL. I don't know whether, no, sorry, that is MySQL. Then we have Oracle database also. Then we have SQL. Then we have MS SQL. These all things are different. But one thing, these all are different, but most of the queries are same. And one more thing. So there are two type of database. One is SQL, one is no SQL, no SQL. One is SQL, another will be no SQL. What is the difference in SQL and no SQL? Can anyone tell? Who is working in data side? Renuka, are you working in data side?
Yes, sir.
What is no SQL and SQL? Any idea?
I know about SQL, that is a database,
Okay.
but I don't have idea about NoSQL.
Okay. So see, Deepanjali, what is that? You already right now you are in college. Maybe this is in your syllabus.
Yeah, sir. Sir, SQL टेबल बेस्ड होता है और जो NoSQL होता है ये डॉक्यूमेंट बेस्ड होता है मतलब डॉक्यूमेंट को ओरिएंट मॉडिफाई करने के लिए यूज होता है.
So SQL, this is table based structure. If you will open the SQL, you will get the data in the tabular form. But no SQL, this is not in the tabular form. This will be in the plain object or plain document, you can tell. Plain document. Can anyone tell which will comes under the plain document? SQL, we understand that tabular form. Everywhere we are seeing. But which one will comes under the plain document? Which language? Which of the database? MongoDB is a plain document. MongoDB. Okay. See, these all things we have to know actually, not only for the purpose of the front end side or back end side. If you are a developer, you have to know. That is the thing. So MongoDB is the plain document. Which type of data we will get in the case of the MongoDB? Anyone? Anyone know JSON? What is JSON? In this format, we will get the data in the case of the MongoDB JSON format. And
Keys and
JSON,
value.
yeah. So data in the case of the JSON will be key and value. Just search in Google JSON data structure. You will get. Sorry. JSON sample data. Yeah, you can get here also. You can see here. This is one object. This is another object. Okay. And this is your key. And how we are separating with the help of the colon. And this is your value. So like this type, plain object and combination of object and array. This is the JSON data. And in this data itself, MongoDB will save the records. But in the case of the like a tabular SQL, so that will comes under the table format. Any doubt? Tell me. Clear or not clear? So
Yes, sir.
clear. So in the case of SQL, here we written that table. So these all data. I can create, yeah. This all. Okay. MySQL, Oracle, SQL, MS SQL, and one more is there, MS Server, I think. MS Server, I think, not sure, but okay, let me know. So this MS Server is from the .NET actually. When we are using Microsoft one, MS SERVER server, yeah. Yeah, MS Server SQL, you can see. So when you can see the image. So when you will save the data in the MS SQL server, you will get like this. If you working on the .NET, so in the case of the .NET, we are using this one. Or either if you working in any data side project, so most of the time you can see this thing also. There also we are getting this. Okay. So these all are tabular format of data. This means in this record will saved in the form of the table. Second, one common thing. So suppose if that is MS SQL, MySQL, then how we will, what is the we can tell query or saving the data. If we have username, how we will save that username in the database?
By using commit.
Commit, no. Which query we will write? So save
Select
that name in the data. Yeah,
create table. We
so
will
create
create
table
the
is going
data and we will insert the data.
that's correct. So how we will save the data? That I tell you. Suppose the name is there, that's fine. So how we will, what query we will write actually? Or either let it to be. If I have to select the data, instead in the database, name is there. I want to get the name value from the database. So which query we will write?
Select name
Select name
from table name.
of table name. So this type actually in the case of SQL, we are writing the query. Okay. But if you will go to the no SQL, this is SQL query, means like MongoDB, MySQL, Oracle, these all things. So in this type, we are writing the query. If we going in the MongoDB, so how we writing? In the case of MongoDB, we will write the query like db dot find. That's it. This is going to select all the data. And if you want a name, here mention key name. This is your query. Means whatever we had written on the top, select name from the table name. This name, db.find name, it is going to select all the data. Got it? So like this type, we are writing the query. Okay, so let's come to the SQL side. So here we written select name from the table name. So this query is means here we have like MySQL, Oracle, SQL, MS SQL, MS Server, these all 5 or 6 type of database. So in all the database, query will be almost similar. Minor changes will be there. Like if you writing select name from the table name, if you using Oracle, there also you will write the same query. If you using MS SQL, there also you will write the same query. MS Server, same query. Means, but companies are different. Query will be almost similar. Just like 5 to 10%, I can tell there will be vary. Renuka, is that or something different is there? I'm correct or
No,
not? Because I
same.
have not much idea.
Yes, same only. Query will be same.
Yeah, because I not worked much on data side. That is okay. So these all things are there. So here what we analyze that our application will work in means it will contact to the backend, then it will contact to the database. Right now I can show you the demo also that how it contacting to backend and frontend. Let's move to some website where registration page will be there. Yeah, sign up and login are there. Let's go to the sign up. Always you have to take one thing whenever you are working on the front end side, not in the backend part because backend we are using Postman. So in the front end, you have to always go into the inspect mode and open the network tab. Means I will explain something regarding the browser end also. So let's open, go to inspect. And after inspection, just a drag and drop. So on the top, you can see one section. This is for the selecting purpose. If you want to select something in the sense on the browser end, just you have to click this one. Click this. Now you can see the color got changed. If you will click one more time, color will be reset. Let's click this one. Now, if I want to select some area, just move your cursor. Don't click. If you will click, that part will get selected. You not have to. And what I want to make the color change for this border. Okay. See, this now, right now, Google text is going to selected. This Google image. But I want to select the complete means box itself. So like this type, now click. You can see the code. When you will click, this will be going to highlight right side section. This section is going to highlight the particular code. Suppose I want to select this email field. What I have to do, one more option is there. Just click that particular area, then do right click and inspect. You can see the code. It got changed. And now I want to make something changes here, like a border is there or whatever. So what you can do when you will select, and suppose that when you are selecting, maybe some outer area is going to select, just select by this section. When you will move cursor up just slightly, it's going to select something different. Okay. So we have to take care that which section I want. I want this input field. Let's click here. Now I want to change the border color or whatever. I want to apply some CSS. So when you will come to down this section where I am scrolling, this is style part. Here the CSS is available. So here you can see I want to change the color of border. Just go and search where is the border color. Here is the border. This is the color and change. You can see that. If you want to increase the border box means width, we can tell thickness. So 1 pixel is there. You can see it going to change. It means we not going to change in their website. We are making the change temporary, and this is a DOM, DOM, document object model. It means temporary changes. We will here you have the word DOM. Okay, the DOM in the sense document object model, and that is temporary change. So whatever change we make, it going to temporary. Just reload the page. If you not want, reload. It will reset everything. That one. Okay. Now, so this is the element here. From here, we are making the change in the style, and we are inspecting what Java requirement, and according to that, we are using that section. Okay. If you will scroll here, if I want to apply some CSS, here we have the area element.style, and right here, select the section and write our code. Suppose for this itself, I want to make background color something. Write the code. Background color red, like this like. And this code I want to use. Now we can use. So slowly during the course itself, we will see how we are making the changes. Right now it's not so. Next section is console. Here, if you have JavaScript code, if you're doing anything, you will get here. In JavaScript, during JavaScript, we will look here. Next, source. Here you will get the file code. Suppose this is the means W3S code. Not sure whether we will get or not. Let's see. When you will click this one, static.js, content.js, you can see we have some JavaScript code. Now let's move to web developer, then contain, then content.js. No, this is the dev. This is not the dev environment actually. So it's not sure that we will get the code here because this is the production. Okay. So in the source, when you will work on the project, you will able to find all the code, all the files in the code section itself. Then come to the network. Now we will see which I want to show. Let's first clear this one. And one thing. So here you have clear tab. Click that this one. Your section going to clear. Now what I planning to make some. Let's see how we can communicate to the backend at the rate ABC. Let's reload one time. Let's click this. Let's enter. Okay. Whenever you want some dummy email, just put at the rate. You have to take care. If you will put at the rate, it means it going to validate the email. With the help of at the rate only, it will validate. No need to write your complete email address. If you will left this also, it will work. Let's put a password. Enter something. Then we have first name. Okay. Now clear the console, and as I will click this one, some functionality will start happening. Let's see. Okay. Please enter a valid email address. Let's give it. Let's give password also. Okay. Now you can see something had happened. Here we have all section. Click on the page XHR. It will just show you the backend part. Backend in the sense which is going to communicate the database. Click this one. Oh, sorry, already it had completed. Oh, some issue is going or what? Click on the header. Okay. Bad request. Okay, some issue there. So here, when you clicking this one, so how the backend is connecting? So backend will connect with the help of this URL. Request URL is there. With the help of this URL, backend will connect it. And so like if we will come to the image, so what we had done. So we had filled the form here. It had gone to the backend. How? With the help of some of the URL. And that URL is known as. Can anyone tell what is the name of this URL? Anyone? Guess. API. Okay. This URL will be known as the API, Application Programming Interface. So this will be your API. And here, with the help of the API, it will move to the database. So it will connect to the database. If this will be, we can tell, and one thing, if that will success, then it will give you the response as well. But I don't know what response we got. Let's click on the preview header, no response is there. Okay. And when you will go down, you have request header part. Means here itself we are checking the data. Okay. Means in this section. So right now we not need to worry regarding this one, that how this is processing or this all. Just I want to show you how this is working actually, the application. When you will click, it will go to the backend, then it will move to the database like this. And where we will analyze that what database is going, means how the backend is processing with the help of network tab only. Okay. So each time for any of the application, you have to keep open this one and you can check that what is going on. Suppose if I will click on the recent link, let's see what is happening. Just one second. Some issue is going on. Click on the recent link. Some issue is there. That's why it's breaking. Yeah, okay. Here you can see. When you click on the payload, you getting one client ID and one is username. Okay. So like this type, but you will not get any response because it's not going to send you the response. Got it. So like this type, we are inspecting and we are checking the real-time application or while practicing also. So that is clear. Okay. Now let's say come to the topic. Yeah. The material. So what is HTML? So whenever we are creating the HTML, we have to make the structure, HTML structure. How we will create? That's just with the help of the simple click new file one.html. Just give exclamation mark, hit enter, automatic everything will be autocomplete. Okay. So this is the structure. So on the top we have root tag, which is HTML tag. This is root. After that we have head section. So in the head section, always we will keep metadata and title. Okay. And then we have CSS link. CSS link. This we will write in the head section always. Then we have a body. Inside the body itself, we will write our content, means website content. Website content, and this is our closing. So each tag, means except empty tag, each tag having closing it, opening and closing. But in empty only, there will be no any closing, self-closing tag we can tell. Okay, so this is the thing. After that, so HTML stands for the hypertext markup language. HTML stands for the markup language for creating the web pages. It is using for the web pages. It is going to create the structure of the web page. It will consist of the series of elements. What is the means of series of elements? So here you can see. Here we have a head section. Inside the head, we having some tags. Then we have body. Inside the body, we will write some content. Suppose hello world. Then be writing some paragraph. Be writing some paragraph here. So BESC. So something is there. So like this series in the sense multiple elements, then only it's going to construct our web page. HTML element can tell the browser how to display the content. So with the help of HTML only, browser will understand how to display the content. And such as a heading, this is a heading. So multiple things slowly we are adding, that only creating our website. So we have one thing, doc type. Main thing is this one. During interview, they are asking. So document type, it going to describe or define that document type or whether the document is belonging to HTML5. Actually, when we will write doc type, it means our document is from HTML5 only. That's why we are using doc type. Then what is an HTML element? Similar type. HTML is element define the structure. So HTML element in the sense tag name, opening tag, closing tag, and contents. Okay, opening, content, and closing tag. These all are known as the HTML element. Like here, H1 tag. Here we have some content and then closing tag. These are all known as the HTML element. No one is in interview, no one will ask this thing. But we have to know. These are all our basics. So here HTML page structure. So root already we discussed. HTML is the root of the element. Then we have head section where we will keep like a title, metadata, styles, these all things. Then we have body. So in body itself, we are keeping all the contents. Then HTML document, same thing is there. HTML declaration. So one thing, right now we are studying that is HTML5. It means in HTML5, how we can identify whether this is HTML5 or 4. So with the help of the document type itself. So on the top, we getting here doc type, and this is the identification of the HTML5 document. But in all the versions of document, we have the doc type, but the ways of writings are different. You can see here, we have doc type in HTML5. In the case of the 4, doc type is written in like this type. Then we have 4.0.1 like this type. Means in each, it will be there, but it's a different type. That is it. So just we have to know what is the doc type. That's it. If they are asking that whether it is only available in HTML5, you have to explain that no, this is available in all, but in case of the HTML5, we have it is written in the doc type like that type. Otherwise, in others, it is written something different type. How we will view any HTML source. So for view HTML source, what we will do, we will just go to our website, right click and view page source. Click that. Now you can see here, this is the complete source code of the web page. If you will copy this page and if you will keep in your page, now see what will happen. You are able to get the web page. Okay. But it is breaking. Some line of code is breaking. Maybe something is missing. That is the case. But you will able to get the web page. But we can't do that thing. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So this was a day 1. In day 1 we had seen. In day 2 we had discussed nested HTML element. Nested in the sense series of the HTML element. Series means like here you can see we have elements on the top. We have HTML tag. After that we have head section, and in parallel of head section we have a body tag. You can see this one. We have a HTML on the top. Then we have a head section and this body section. This all in the same sequence. Inside the body, we have H1. Okay. Inside body, we have H1. And inside the head, we have a meta and a title. Meta, title. These two. So like this type, we are telling nested element because one is inside another. That is the thing. Never skip the in tag. If you're writing H1 tag, suppose just add here one style, add here background color as a red. Okay. And what we had written, never skip the end tag. Let's say write here some of the content. Let's see. Open this one. We got the page. Now one thing. So left. Okay. So here you can see we have the end tag, and we getting the hello only in the red color, and bottom paragraph is normal. I will remove the closing tag. Let's see what happened. Due to the removing of the closing tag, what happened? This H1 tag, there is no boundary point for this H1. So it's going in the complete website. If I will write here anything, write here P, something. Let's see. This also comes into this because the closing tag got missed. So we not have to miss our closing tag. Save. Got the point? That's why we will take care of the closing tag. But if suppose tag is self-closing, it's no issue. Like BR tag, already we had started. BR tag is self-closing, so it's not the issue. Clear one thing or not? Sekhar and Renuka, if you guys getting any issue, then you can tell. You can stop me at that point. So never skip the end tag. Next, empty tag. So tag where we not writing any content, as like BR tag. What is the use of BR tag?
Break the line.
Break the line. Okay. So we not writing any content. It's called empty tag. So we have to know means some of the tag which is empty, because in interview maybe they can ask sometime that what are the empty tag. You can tell at least BR tag, HR tag, or some of tag maybe also get. Next, HTML is not case sensitive. Right now we have written here H1 as a small letter. If you're writing capital letter, then also it will work. It's not the issue. But what is the best practice? Best practice to write in the small letter itself. But it's not the problem. Next, HTML tag reference. Let it to be already be H1 to H6, which is for the heading. If you want to write some heading, you can use H1 to H6 tag. Next, paragraph. So if you want to write description, you can use the P tag. Okay. Bigger heading in the sense H1 tag, or either we can use with the help of the font size also. So this thing we will discuss in during the CSS also. Then paragraph tag, HTML display. Then we had seen pre tag for writing the poem. Then horizontal rule means horizontal line. Which tag? HR tag. Line break, BR tag. Poem. Because already we had seen what is the issue in the while writing the poem. Suppose this is the poem. So quickly. Everyone taken breakfast or not?
Sir,
Taken. Okay, let's keep this inside and keep this also. Let's save. Now see what happened. This is coming into one line. So this is coming in single line, but I not want like this. What we will do? We will keep this thing inside the tag. Three in the sense pre-formatting. Let's say you can see this coming in the same format. Make it full line. This is going. This one is coming in the paragraph section, but this one will come in the pre-formatting as you are making the format. Got it? So that's why that is the problem which we are facing during writing poem or like maintaining the structure as we want. So that is going to solve with the help of the pre tag. Then a style. Already we had discussed it. I think After this class, Renuka also available. We also had seen how we are writing the style. So this, so style like font color, font size. If you have to increase the font size, let's say. Yeah. So if you want to increase the font size, one possibility, we will directly write the code here. Write the style tag and how to increase the font size in the sense font size. In suppose some size 12 pixel or percentage, anything we can write. Now you can see size got decreased. I want to increase the size. Right click, two possibility. Directly we will write the code there, or either we will do by this way as well. So we will select the section. This is the section selected. Here we have font size, increase this value. Got it? So suppose this is our requirement. So 21 pixel. Go and make the change here. It's not that always we will make that through the inspect. If you know, you can write the code directly here. If you have not idea, go and make the changes. Why we are telling to make changes here? Now I telling the reality. If you will work on any of the website, suppose that page is opening after 4 to 5 pages. Okay, means for checking that effect, each time you have to go till 4 or 5 pages. So that's why it's a better thing just directly select that section or either go to the browser or make the changes, copy the code and paste in your website in source code. This is our source code, which is permanent. This is our DOM. This is which is temporary. Keep in mind this word DOM and is a source. DOM is permanent temporary document object model. In interview, most of the time they are asking the word DOM. So you have to know this thing. Then text size, then font, that is font family. If you will just go through these all practice, you will get the idea. Then we have text alignment. So if you want to move some text in the center, we can go with the text alignment center of the styling button. This is just DOM. Then we had understand the formatting tag. So what are the formatting tag? B tag, that is for the boldness. If you want to make a strong, you means strong in the sense similar to bold, both are same. So you can use the B tag or bold, a strong tag. Italic, I want to make italic. You can go with the I tag. Okay, or you can use the EM tag. Both is using for the making the text italic. Then we have mark tag. Mark tag is for the highlighting purpose. Then we have small. Suppose I want to mark this one. Use the mark. Sorry. I don't know why it's not coming here. Let's write shape. Now see. This portion got highlighted. Okay, because we had used the mark. Suppose I want to make it bold as well. Let's write B tag and paste. Means I want yellow, highlighted, and bold. Now I want this same text to be italic. Write I tag and give. Means in one tag itself we had applied all the formatting. Okay. Then DEL for the deleting. If I wanted to delete this text, just use DEL tag. You can see here, this text got deleted. I want to insert this one, INS tag, next INS tag, insert text. I want to insert something. Suppose this one, INS tag, save and check. You can see here, see. These all things will be used in the case of the, when you writing, suppose fill in the blanks, these all things. Suppose if you want to write ocean square, that is which tag? For making, for writing the text on the top, as like a power, which tag we will use? So here Dipanjali, which tag we will use for writing on the top of something?
Heading tag.
Pre.
Yeah, free tag.
Pre tag means pre formatting. That is for poem. I have to write
And
x
one,
square.
that's the superscript.
That we will use super, SUP, and we will write. Oh, sorry. Suppose ocean is there. I want to write ocean power 6 or 5. Just write like this. Okay, you can see the 5 gone on the top. During the math, we are writing x square, y square. You can use this tag. Suppose in the case of the bring, I want to write 2 or 3 in the bottom. Which tag we will use for writing bottom?
That's
SUP.
the sub.
Sub. Suppose I want to write here 7. Let's say 7. You can see bring 7 back. So like this type, you have to use the formatting tag. Okay. Just practice this all, then you will get all the things. Then you will get the problems or a solution. Then we have U tag, U for underline. Which is the alternate of the U tag? INS. Because insert is also going to do the same thing. Now the problem is that background color as red. Now see, we applied here background color as red for the complete, but I want to make the color for the this one, the text which is written Bonnie here. I want to apply some different CSS, background color itself. How we can apply? And it not have to only for this particular text, not for any of the other. And other should not have to affect also. Means, so we will use the tag span. Okay, paste the text. It's not going to make any effect. It's not affected. Let's add a style now. A style. You want background color. Background color. I will give Aqua. Let's say it will not affect a single thing to any of the color. But if you will use any of the other tag, expect this span. What will happen? The problem. Suppose TM tag. Let's say you getting that color, but it become italic. I not want to be affected in the style also. So we have to always we will use the span tag because it's not having any effect. Okay, so this is the thing. Then we have italic tag, emphasize. These all we discussed. Formatting tag. These all comes under the formatting tag. And one thing I had discussed in the previous class, like block and inline. So all the formatting tag will be your which type? Block or inline?
Block.
Block. Block means
Cover the whole horizontally.
no. B for block, B for break. Okay. Keep this thing. Block line element will break into new line. B for block, B for break. Clear? So this is not block level. This is inline because inline in the sense along the line. Means all formatting tag will be inline. Keep this thing in mind because in interview, if they asking HTML, this is your first question, high priority. Then we have marquee tag. In website, you had seen that some movable text was there. So due to with the help of marquee only, we can create the movable text. Let's say copy one thing. Oh, some image is there that is missing. Okay. We will keep some image actually. I have already. Oh, this is not this. In HTML, we have the. Okay, I will keep both images. So in MarQ, we are providing the direction, in which direction you want to move. Then if you have some text, you can write some text also. And one thing, see, if suppose here our closing tag is missing, you can see in the MarQ, our closing tag is missing. Just put less than, it will give you automatic which tag is missing. On the top, you can see MarQ. Now also, if you giving less than, and now you can see which tag is coming, body, because the body is already here. So you can sort this one. By this, actually, if you missed any tag, you can easily find out. Okay, so this is the thing. Then we have quotation for double quote or like single quote, how to comma. These all are not much more important. Next, abbreviation. If you have to write some full form like WHO, we will use the abbreviation tag. We'll go quickly. You can see WHO, but World Health Organization, where is this text? When you will put cursor over this one, you will get World Health Organization. Okay, so that is coming due to the title tag. So anywhere, if you using the title, not tag, sorry, what is this one? What is the name for this one? I had already told.
Attribute.
Okay, keep this in mind, don't forget. So attribute, if you writing any of the text or you can tell anything extra than tag, those are comes under attribute. Extra content. So here I written the title, extra content, where on MarQ. Let's put cursor over the MarQ. Maybe you will get. It's showing that extra content. So wherever in website, if you're getting like this, when you highlighting or when you mouse over, then you getting the content. It means that is coming from the this one, title tag. Okay, so this is the thing. Then we have address. It is a block level element which will break into new line. And it comes in like italic. What is the use? Wherever in website, if you want to mention the address, you can use. Normally also we are using, it's not compulsory. Then we have site related to the video. This is for bidirectional or rotating the text. If you return suppose ambulance, we can use the video tag. Then comment, then tag, then hide content related to the inline color name, background color, text color, how we are changing, border, how to make the border with the help of the border property, color value. Then what is CSS? So quickly I will go this one. How many type of CSS? We will go theoretically only. CSS, 3 type. What are the types?
Inline, internal,
Inline.
external.
Internal.
Internal, external.
External. Okay. Inline. How we are writing inline? By using style
Attribute.
what? Attribute. You have to keep this word actually carefully. ATTRIBUT. We are using a style attribute. Okay. And where we writing the CSS? Along
In
the tag.
board.
Correct? No, in line we are writing along the tag. This all very good. This one. This is your inline. Then we have internal, where we are writing using a style tag. This is not attribute.
Using style tag.
Where we will write this section inside head. Always we will try
Inside
to
head.
write in the head.
Head.
Then come to the external, where we are writing. We writing in external file, correct? external file. Okay, how we will link up those HTML file and CSS file? Here mention one thing, .css file, because the extension of the file will be .css. Okay, where how we will link merge or link up? Which tag we will use?
Link tag.
Link tag. In
Link
link
tag.
tag, what are the attributes?
Relation and
Relation attributes and the href.
Yeah, href.
href.
What is the href?
Hold the path of the
Of the file we can tell. Okay, external .css file inside the link. That's fine. Where we will keep this link?
in head.
In head section. Fine. This thing. Okay. Anything left in this one? I don't think. That's it. Okay. One more thing. Let me discuss. Here we are getting meta tag. What is the use of meta? Can anyone tell? Come to some of the real website. Let open W3. Let it open. If anyone have idea, then tell. Top school in India. What we had searched in Google? Top school in India. Okay. As you will search in Google, how Google will find out your website? Suppose as we searched in, or suppose that just search some shopping website. Suppose Amazon is there. Okay. I want best mobile under 20,000. So as you will hit enter, you will get some list of the website. Which one came? First came Flipkart. Then you got some website, Beep Boom. Then you got 99 mobiles. Then you got Amazon. So how these websites are prioritizing? Means why Google had given you this website only in the top? Why not this website on the top? Is this alphabetical? No. F is the next letter, B is the first letter. Getting the point? Then we have 91 mobiles. Means how Google is prioritizing. So this Google is searching with the help of the search algorithms, and mostly it using means that you will get with the help of the meta tag. Okay, which meta is there? In meta tag, we are passing the information that or either that a word will be available on your website. You will get that. So means matching word you can tell. So if you searching, suppose some schools, best school in India. Okay, let's see some websites. Come to the top. Let's go down. Yeah, first which one? Physics wala. Let's open and do one thing. Right click and go to the page source and check meta tag of this one. Check meta tag and do one thing. What we had searched in Google, best schools in India. We had searched this one. Let's copy and search in their source code whether this word is available. You can see here where this is available. Go left side completely. In first line it was available. Where it was? Okay, maybe I think in this line it was available. Yeah, top 10 schools in India. So actually this website had used, no, sorry. India. Okay. Somewhere this here also it has used that word. Means if that word will be available in your website will be get highlighted. Okay. But mostly these all details. Suppose some information you have to pass. Most of the information, this type of information, we will keep in the metadata. Come to the top. You can see here metadata content. So in content itself, we are passing. Otherwise, you can see here also. If you will go right, okay, it has this much only. But in the case of in metadata, only we are passing these all information. or in the website, if that got found, then your website will be get highlighted. That's fine. But now point is that then why only this website get on the first one? Why this physics wala came first? Why this one came second? The issue is that traffic on that website. If the traffic on this website is getting too much, then Google will highlight this one. Traffic in the sense, if suppose we are searching for shopping, right now Amazon or Flipkart will come in the first list because per day millions users are hitting that website. Per second, you can tell lakhs of users are hitting. In second, we are hitting lakhs of users. It means traffic for that website will be too much. So if real traffic is too much on the website will come on the high priority in the Google search. So that's why website is coming. So suppose you created one website, and if you will search in Google like this type, suppose your website name is best shopping, suppose some shopping website. If you will search in Google directly like this, maybe chances that your website will not got in the list also. How many lists are there? See this. You have already 10 lists. Go to the last. Go to 14. Google have 14 lists already. Go to 18. 22 means already now lists are there. But some of the websites came in the very last. Some website came in the top because of the traffic over that particular website. Means उस पे जो है ना पर डे यूजर बहुत ज्यादा उसको हिट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए वो वेबसाइट हमें सबसे फर्स्ट लिस्ट में आ रही है. But that why we getting that particular website on the first list. So these all things are happening with the help of the metadata. Actually, one word is there, SEO. Had you listened this word, SEO? SEO in the sense search engine optimization. This work is happening in the case of the digital marketing. There is one job role for the digital marketing. So in the person who is in the digital marketing, they are doing SEO. So with the help of SEO, they are making some webs, they are hitting some traffic, means that is false traffic. So they will hit some false traffic on that particular website and it will highlight it everywhere. Like that type actually. So with the help of these all things, Google is searching our website. Clear? So we had discussed till day 3 because this is the CSS part. So tomorrow, and do one thing, just go through that all